G'day. You don't need to know your story to start telling it. That little pearl of wisdom I picked up from a guy called Beau Miles. Now I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the comments below, and I would really recommend you go and check it out because he's a great storyteller. And thanks to my mate Brian for putting me onto him, because I watched a bit of his stuff today, and that quote about storytelling I thought was significant, because storytelling is something I've spoken to you about quite a bit on this show over the years. And what I find is that the reason that people are reluctant to start telling their story, the stumbling block that they come up against, is that they don't necessarily know what story to tell. They certainly don't know how the story ends, and that's a big stumbling block for a lot of people. But more than that, they don't really even truly know what their story is. But as Beau said in this video that I watched today, you don't need to know that story before you start telling it. You don't need to know what the real meaning and message of the story is, because the magic in storytelling unfolds as the story gets told. And so I would really encourage you to get started on telling your story. You don't need to publish it every day. You don't need to put it out there yet, but just start telling it. Sit in front of a camera, sit in front of a video, and record your story. And think about, say, the Steve Jobs story. Imagine how powerful the Steve Jobs story would have been had we seen it from, say, 10 years old. The Steve Jobs story as told by Steve Jobs before he was really Steve Jobs, the famous person, and all the way through his life. That would be a super powerful story. Now, I'm guessing even Steve Jobs at 10 years old didn't really know what he was going to become. And it's not that you have to become somebody famous to make your story worth listening to. And that, again, is the beauty of these videos from Beau Miles. His stories are essentially ordinary. They're just really well-told stories. Your story has within it a lot of interesting stuff. If you start telling it with honesty and sincerity and openness, it can be pretty compelling stuff. So go check out Beau Miles' video. Thanks, Brian, for putting me onto it. And think about your own storytelling. What have you got to lose? Start telling your story now. Sit in front of your bloody iPhone and just start telling a story, and just see where it ends up. Don't have to publish it. Like I said, just hold on to it for your own benefit, but take comfort in the fact that you don't need to know exactly what that story is. Just start telling it. Alrighty, that is it for today. I do thank you for your time, and I will be back again tomorrow. See ya.